Hi guys, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. So this episode we are investigating the murder of Ibuki and Hiyoko, which, I'm sorry whoever did this, fucked up by making two victims. It just gives us more evidence. Right, we're gonna get straight into it. So I think it's safe to say we should probably start with the bodies. Let's start with Ibuki. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She was wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? Okay, so she's got blood on her soles. I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Could it potentially be Hiyoko's blood?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that handbag, though. Now see, Hajime, this is where you're an idiot. You could easily tell by her hair. But I knew right away she was dead when she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing up the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Right, this is what I'm personally thinking. I know it's going to sound a little bit crazy. Might be a little bit stupid, right? But obviously, or what I say is going to sound crazy. It doesn't sound crazy. This is just going to potentially be either really smart or really stupid. But if Ibuki died by committing suicide, but they didn't put the estimated time of death on the Monokuma's file, surely that would be information that could potentially ruin the crime, right? Because obviously that's what happened with whatchamacallit, I can't remember whose death it was, but there was one of them where it didn't say the estimated time of death, because it turned out that was actually a really important part of the murder. So maybe there's more to this than just her committing suicide. Right, let's talk to Chiaki before we look at Hiyoko. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
Oh yeah! If you look closely. You're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep.
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
Still.
Remember, what's strange is why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? That's a good question. Right. And stepladder next. The second ladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A blood stain that probably belongs to Hiyoko's on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Okay. It seems weird that the killer suspended Hiyoko like that. Like, just trying to click on her, like, look. This is what I don't understand. She was suspended. Why was she suspended? Was the killer trying to, like, hide the body, or did they tie her up to, like... Because there's a lot around her neck, if you look really closely. So were they doing that to kind of stop the blood, so they could hide the body? Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stops bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disabled. Also, her sash is tied at the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Okay, right. So let's have a think. So we know that Gundam and Chiaki were at the front of the motel. So if that is the case, it wouldn't have been either of them. Fuyuhiko turned up, so he could potentially be a suspect. Mikan could be a suspect as well. Oh, I don't know. This is going to be a hard one. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? I mean, maybe? But even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Just responded to a message real quick. Now, Hajime, do you have a minute? Hello, Nagito. What do you want, Annie? No, you're on the way.
Now.
Hajime's gonna get slapped, mate. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Okay. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Oh my god. Naito! Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? So fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane! Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? Huh? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? A key. Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so maybe this is the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh?
What?
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had of her all along. Okay. So we're going to have to check her motel room. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but it looks like you were curious on the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Well, of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because of the duct tape acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Right. I just had a thought. What if it's Mikan? And the reason I'm thinking it might be Mikan, she's the ultimate nurse, right? So things like bleeding and stuff like that, she's going to know how to prevent. And I can't think of anybody else who would be smart enough to use duct tape as a compress to stop the blood from coming out of Hiyoko's neck after it was slit. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Okay. There should be still things I need to investigate. Okay, cool. Right, let's have a look at the curtain. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange. It doesn't fit properly. It's probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why do they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Maybe it was to block out light or something? But I'm not sure if there was any windows at the back. Oh, well, I've still got to investigate. Oh. Ah, the panel. There we go. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the batten lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of lighting, the video from the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
Hi, Gundam! I see, so you've noticed too, Fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Huh. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the batten lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that a buried item? Look at the baton lighting. Oh yeah! You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need.
Go, my four dark devas of
Is he gonna send the hamster to go get it? Go, Moorish Golden Hawk Jumpy. It is now is the time for you to go take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand, ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around this stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward and was caught by Gundam. That is so amazing. I mean, he is the ultimate breeder, but oh my lord, that impressive. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that is amazing! I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my four dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it is too unnatural. Okay. How can we... No. Oh yeah, I didn't even see the handbag there. Whoopsie. Ibuki had a handbag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a handbag on her head? Wait, huh? That handbag. Upon further inspection, there's a monometer cowl on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Wasn't this the one that Monokuma was offering? Check that out. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in here. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? So the killer's already gotten the curtain from the supermarket, and now rope as well? Ibuki would not have gone to a supermarket to grab some rope and then come back to the music venue and hide and hang herself. I'm getting more and more convinced this is not a suicide. That means anybody could have attained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yeah, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. Well, that was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might have not seen it, but we all saw that she hung herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this won't be much of a clue. They might as well search another place. Jesus, usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Yeah, no one knows what he's up to, and I love it. Right. Oh my god. What am I missing? Oh. The AC control panel. Hey, this looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna quickly double check what that is Celsius. Give me one momento, please. Okay, so I just looked it up. 86 degrees Fahrenheit equivalates to 30 degrees Celsius. That's really bloody hot. And also, for some strange reason, it did accidentally skip over some text, so I'm really sorry about that. But we'll get on with it. So, for 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on which measurement you use. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. AC temperature. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so now we can... Let's look at the broken machine, since that's the next obvious bit. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. I see. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean? Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. It seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Okay. Maybe they maybe they streamed it? I don't know. Sonia, what do you think?
Something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
Cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Okay, so you didn't have anything good. Right, Mikan, can you do an autopsy report? Like you have in the other 2? If I had noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Wait, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagita's room, I went to the on-call room and that's when it came to me. That I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. So when I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone, so I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? They're with me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life, please. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account. Right, okay. She's raised a very good point. My suspicions of Mikan's coming off now because we were with her for a really long time. Right, Fuyuhiko, what have you got to say for this, mate?
Right.
Oh god, I'm getting old. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look at what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like,
If something like that is in front of the door, you'd think it might be a really big clue. Why would this be a clue? Maybe they used that to block the door?
hey,
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? It doesn't matter if you can do it or not, we have to try. Let's go, we'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. Ah, so the drumstick was blocking the door. The door was locked when we tried to go inside and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door didn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was being used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door, that should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks a lot of that in like mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but...
To the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Jackie, that was a kind of cool entrance.
Well?
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm. It looks too firm to think that it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Jackie bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. What are you putting in your mouth? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? I'm just chewing this. I see, this thing may be a blob now, but it doesn't mean it was a blob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Jackie spot the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit around the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Okay, so that must be I've been like acting as some form of glue. Right, Akane? Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird, there's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle the strong dude, but Nekomaru is not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Right, now time for the two husbanders. You saved the best for last. Nagito, what have you got to say, mate? Hajime, this may be imprudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say? Every day of the week, mate. I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No. Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know. I see. That's disappointing. Right. Just because Hajime's got a huge boy crush on Nagito does not mean he has to go into pure denial. Right. Okay, Gundam. Did you direct your gaze in the brave stature of my four dark davas of destruction? Okay. Right. So we can't talk to the guys anymore. Right, let's check the storage room. There's a door that says staff only. It looks like it is the storage room. Sorry, I'm trying to get my little wrist thingy working. There we go. I might as well investigate in here too. Right. Okay, so has Bandai followed us into here? Nagito, did you come in here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over step ladder onto the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko, that all probably came from this storage room. There might be other things in the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain now. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
Mean.
It's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's sake, I gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook the case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just follow my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theatre. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theatre? Why does sound interested in the movie theatre? Right, okay, so first thing I notice, I see a rip. There's carpeting, wallpaper, paint on the shelf. It's probably used for storage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf, it looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers sorry guys. Pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it looks a little torn, but what does this mean? I'm thinking that's the bit that Gundam's Jumpy came down and got. Sticker. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, I feel like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Yes, you are. Okay, right. So, musical instruments, here we go. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also some instruments and machines I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Full-length mirror, here we go. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. Probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important about the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Okay. Alright, with this we might be close to finishing the investigation of the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results for her. Okay, right. Mikan, come on, give me some information. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inclusive. That's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If the body is ever exposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music room feel hot. Oh my god, I need to drink some sleep, man. That's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murder occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. This is an imitation murder. There shouldn't be any mistake in the order of the murders. Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? Thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? It's a killing order, and the way they were killed is clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. Their goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this really was an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too must be the will
It's
of causality.
Is certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. But hold on a sec, what are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Please forget Alphan too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real curious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trick, the same blackens may only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, then the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If there's a maximum of 2 people, then will there not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see, as expected of you. You're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That is a brilliant question, Chiaki. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right? If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person would certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case when there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. That's a mood. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows down things a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds so strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Right, Hajime, get your fucking brain on and stop being a little bitch. Could it be? You haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation invites. Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie. Every time I yawn, from now on, I'm drinking a thingy of sneak. It's because, as you can probably tell by outside, it's boiling at the moment. I can't handle heat very well. Sucks the energy out of me. As if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theatre. I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right, it might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try to get going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all. Cool, right. So, as I said, we're doing the entire investigation this episode. So, I'm really curious about the movie. So we're going to go to the movie theatre first. Then we'll go to the motel, then we'll go to the hospital. So there might potentially be some hints in the hospital that might maybe link to Kyoko. Obviously, I know the motel's there, but we're going to go straight for the movie theatre. Because that's the thing I'm most curious about, because it's better to investigate that with, it'd be easier to, like, know what the imitation murder was while I'm investigating Hyoko's room and stuff like that. Why, hello, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you've noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet. I see. Then you really should watch this movie first. Hey, manager, our customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me? Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. if that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a rough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It is nothing. In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? So stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? This is the one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. I need that pin in my life. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once. Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay? Ah, Hajime, about the invitations ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Movie's invitation ticket, cool. I guess I should wait until Monokuma finishes preparations. Right, okay. Have a look at the goods counter. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Oh yeah, the hemp bag came from here. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monami's face on it. Did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag, useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it. Oh. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
So stupid.
Stupid? There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something like that that would reveal who the killer is. So the killer brought it. Oh dear. I remember you said there was only one because it was a limited item, right? It's not limited to one, it's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Okay, Monokuma's account has been cool.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theatre right away.
Wait, I can't wait.
This is exciting! Right. Okay. Oh god, okay. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I already have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed.
Please relax and enjoy the film.
Will do. Right.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
God damn. Right, I'm going to put this on auto just while we watch this, since this is all voiced.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
That sounds like Monokuma.
So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Okay, so that's linking to Ibuki.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Okay. That's not linked to anything, I don't think.
He also met a Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart. So Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Sliced, suggesting Hyoko's neck.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Of course he did.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
That's such a
And he
Monokuma
lived
thing.
Happily ever after. The end.
In your dreams, Monokuma, you wish that would happen to you. Instead of being a Danganronpa mascot. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues. One for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. All I can say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched Scarecrow's death in that movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. Wait. So Monokuma told the Scarecrow to actually hang himself, right? So what if the killer told Ibuki to hang herself because she had the gullible disease, right? It would have been a complete imitation if the killer had killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they would be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Right, okay. Right, so now we gotta go and investigate the motel. Right. Sorry, I'm eating M&M's with my dessert. Right, we're back to the motel. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel, plus I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster to just ask someone. Gundam!
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear. And you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I tell you what, brilliant question. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened. Cool. Just as I thought, this key was for Hyoko's room key. Right. Let's have a look. Hopefully we can get some clues from inside her room. God, this room looks horrible, man. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a bit conflicted.
oh my.
Huh? Did the door just open? Yeah, Hyoko put her key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just, I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Sonia, what did you do? The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself up in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room? Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her, Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She'd had the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Oh. She can't tie up her kimono. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono stash. We did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't tie her sash anymore. My hero is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it!
Looks like it.
Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
Bless her.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked herself in her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by somebody. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone else about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to be at the music venue? Something's wrong. What if Hyoko walked in during the murder, and then the killer had to basically kill Hyoko as well, because that would have been a live witness? Right. That's just a thought, but we're going to have a quick look anyway. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Well, no, we just established that she went to the music venue. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. And there's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, so I don't think she was forced to be abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clues. Right, okay. Right, so we're going to leave here. And then we're going to check the hospital. Okay, never mind. There's still things worth investigating. For you, Hiko, have you got anything to say?
Right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It's the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the battle light end. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the hotel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, I know Gundam was there. Okay, so Monami was there as well. Didn't you hear me? Her body was found. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see, so Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you about my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on, she said Ibuki had disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys here. Did you see anyone else with you when you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theatre and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't going to be enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed and we did discover her body. What, do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done some things I deserve to be doubted for. But don't worry, even if you doubt me, I do plan on dismembering you and encasing you with concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay, right. So I don't think... Right, so this is what I'm thinking at the moment. My three main suspects at the moment are Mikon, Kazuichi, and Sonia. Because even though Mikon was with Fuyuhiko, she was at the hospital the entire time. Obviously because she was nursing them back to health. Obviously Sonia and Kazuichi don't have an alibi. And we don't know what time Hiyoko went to the music venue because Sonia told her to go look in the mirror. So, potentially... Maybe Sonia sneaked out into the hospital? I have no idea. Right, now we need to go and investigate the hospital. Hopefully that will shed some light on the situation. The first room I want to check in the hospital is the on-call room, because that's where Mikon was supposed to be going to rest up. But she said, so she said that she was going to go to sleep, and then she wanted to check up on the others before she went to bed. So she had already checked up on Nagito. She went to Akane and Nagito and Ibuki's room, found out Ibuki was missing, and then came out the front. Well, I want to speak to Kazuichi first, though, because he has not got an alibi at the moment. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey.
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Did you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines are lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Now, if there are any other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. That video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring that same model camera or monitor, you wouldn't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning if I had another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased their wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Okay. Jackie? I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a few days. Right, what's that notice saying again? Okay, hospital precautions. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. If patients do not need to be accompanied, overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Apparently, only one person can accompany the infected thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. Okay, which is why Mikon was still there. I should investigate the lobby. Well, okay, right, look at the camera. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because it was just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a handbag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder on her own free will. And then she grabbed that rope and... Self? Hold on, my mum just sent me a message asking if I've taken my aspirin. Bless her. Right. I've just noticed something. So, when we found Ibuki's body, her hair was, like, down, right? This one is up. So, we didn't find any evidence of, like, a hairband or anything on the floor. So, what if that's not Ibuki? Because if that's the case, if it's not Ibuki, potentially, this could be freeing up the suspects, because anyone could have potentially faked this video, which would put the time of death in question as well. So what if this was like a pre-recorded video and then got broadcast to the cameras? That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared function, so things can still show up even if it's dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on a minute. At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing that handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her, but I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed that stepladder on her own, doesn't that mean she commits suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? Nah. I'm not convinced. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure her out so easily. She's so adorable. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she need to mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking, but does she seem a little upset? Okay, cool. Right. Let's speak to Connie.
Now then.
You, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, I'm out of my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you want. Excuse me? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. You beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I have no idea, but hospital gowns are actually pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so that's the only one left. So the only one that's left is the one that Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? It's gross. Wearing someone else's clothes is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Cool beans, right. Yeah, that's a Monokuma thing. I thought so. I thought it was legitimately a little ghost. Yeah, give me the monocoins, boy. Right. We're going upstairs. Okay, so there's two rooms. Let's look at the on-call room first. I know Chiaki's in the conference room. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. All this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. If this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Right. Let's have a look, see if we can find anything. Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. This room looks like it's used to store equipment. There's nothing particular that catches the eye. Okay. Let's see, that's the bed. The bed, it resembles the one in the patient rooms. These are probably for breaks. Now's not the time to rest. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing really in there other than the monitor and the surveillance camera. So I guess we're going to the ballroom. What's this? It's pitch black and I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
Yes.
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'll be embarrassing. What's fully
Hey.
exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Oh! And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I didn't get it.
Huh?
I got it. Got what? The curtains in this old conference room were designed to completely block out the light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about it being embarrassed if I look and troll fail? I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. We should move on to a different place. Ding dong bing bong.
Oh, how's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Yay!
Trial's gonna start, you know.
Already?
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
Now?
I'll see you soon!
We've got barely any evidence. It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, there's only one thing I can do is go. I feel like we've got next to no evidence. Like, I've got an idea of a suspect, but I'm not too sure on my theory. Basically, I think anyone could technically be the killer right now. Because if you look back, remember back to when you were looking at the video, the person's hair was tied up, so under the handbag. But when we found Ibuki's body, her hair was down. So to me, that is suggesting that potentially there is a possibility that someone basically recorded that video. So Ibuki's time of death could be completely different than what we think. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Did you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey jerk, hold it right there.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short of a few brain cells. My brain works just fine.
Hey.
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? Oh my god, I completely forgot. I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? Sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. No, then I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Ah, hold on, I wouldn't let you escape.
Hey.
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you get?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you gonna open the stairs for us? There we go. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, Yeah, you're going to do rumble, rumble, rumble. Your eye's going to flash, and then you're going to go down. There we go. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the escalator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Oh, they changed it again. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomari is not here either. Is Nekomari really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What?
Well, now.
Well, then let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. Okay. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Yeah, see what I mean? She'd got her hair done. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker for our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. Well, at least they're together now. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. I like how Nekomari's not like red yet, he's like grey. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. And that's why I must find out, no matter the cost, for our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, bewildering with hope and despair, has begun. Okay, right. We're going to do the class trial fully in the next episode. I need to go take a nap because I swear to God I'm going to pass out any second. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll get the class trial up before I go away for a week. Well, I say a week. It's more 5 days was close enough to a week. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!